gonna have the audacity to text me, we need you a part of the campaign.
Whoa, I can't do this just yet because you need to see the context that led us here. Now, I am recording a YouTube video, so you're scrolling down all my bookmarks and seeing everything that I do be covering. For those of you who are new here, especially to the YouTube channel, you'll probably want to see those clips go up on the YouTube. You'd be okay with 3 or 4, 3 or 4 short videos on everything that I cover. That's why you gotta come to Twitch. But if you don't feel like coming to Twitch because this shit is cooked, I will understand it. Live streaming is cooked for you. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell and stay notified, and I'm gonna bring you the big ones when I get really off the deep end. We have to start here in order for you to understand what Charlemagne the God is talking about up there. Now, I tend to wait on popular topics and covering things, except when it's extremely dire for me to get a thought off the top of my head while it's relevant. So you've probably already seen this clip already. But you come to the YouTube channel for my takes, not what I'm watching. You know that I'm watching what you're watching. So, context.
Be in a penthouse in New York.
Is this nigga in a trailer? What the fuck is going on? That's not the Bronx apartment they set up.
Be in a penthouse in New York. Then on top of that, I got the fucking Secret Service calling me 5 times, nigga! I don't know goddamn shit about politics, my nigga. I don't know nothing. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Listen, I had a bad bitch that I've been trying to get on for like the last 3 years, the last 2 years that I haven't spoke to in like a year. I haven't spoke to this girl in so goddamn long.
You have so much fucking money. Shut the fuck up. Like, yo, I can't, like, men, like, the moment a nigga turn 18, they brain just falls out of their head. Doggy.
Who gonna have the audacity to text me, we need you a part of the campaign. At first I was thinking she was talking about like a game, a video game, like a Modern Warfare game.
These are the niggas with the power. I've already addressed my complaints about the way he acts on certain situations in my 2-part series, The Problem with Kai Cenat. Eventually I will hit the 3rd part because I like to do trilogies. I like to do trilogies of my videos. I feel like trilogies are the coolest thing you could ever do. Always have a part 1, part 2, and part 3. Gotta have your Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions. But this is kind of the key of it, is that when outsiders come to talk to any type of streamer, the very first people they will always go to are the most popular ones, because whoever's coming here to espouse a view or have a discussion or have a chat or whatever, all of that is always gonna be predicated on how much fame do you have. Nobody's looking for a 3-viewer Andy to have an important interview about the release of a movie. The Rock is not looking for a 2-viewer person to have an interview with. But I could say, why not? And that goes into a whole other thing that I don't feel like talking about right now. This response is why niggas think we're weird. Picking streaming, not YouTube, picking streaming as a career choice. Because you see and get opportunities like this, and your youth shows, your nigga side shows, your dumbass side shows.
We need you a part of the campaign. At first I was thinking she was talking about like a game, a video game,
Like, that is an Aiden Ross level response. Almost to the point that if Aiden Ross would have said this, which goes into a whole thing about him doing an interview with Trump, and y'all already seen it. It was one of the biggest things. I'm not going to go through that again. But that sounds like something Aiden Ross would have said to Trump's face. Far-right authorization?
A Modern Warfare game, or some shit. Or, if not that, a clothing brand.
He don't even know about D&D. See what I mean? Ah!
I'm like, like, what campaign? Shorty gonna say, we're not gonna get into details. Say it right now. If there's some way, somehow, something was to go into where I do the stream of politics, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to sit on my stream and say, why did you guys call me?
Fuck the nearsightedness on this kid. This goes back into what I said about making better people famous. Your audience, if you started out with 17-year-olds, by the time you started in 2020, let's say 2020, 2021, blah, 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 after your YouTube stint in 2015 or 2019, those 17-year-olds are now 21-year-olds and can vote. Like, you're not, you fucking moron, bro. Why do we call you? Take 3 seconds. Take 3 seconds out your day and just think.
Hey, I don't know. I've never did anything with politics.
You are black. You were born for politics, my good friend.
And these blogs are like trying to say, yo, we gotta do this shit, Kai. And it's all the top blogs. And I'm like, bro, since when did niggas
So now let's go to Charlemagne the God's response. Now that we have the context of how we got here.
who gonna have the audacity to text me, we need you a part of the campaign. At first I was thinking she was talking about like a game, a video game, like a Modern Warfare game. I'm like, what campaign? If there's some way, somehow, something was to go into where I do the stream of politics, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to sit on my stream and say, why did you guys call me?
Drop on the clues bomb for Kai Cenat. Kai, hit me and tell me who sent you that text, man. Because whoever on Vice President Kamala Harris' team hit Kai Cenat to do a live stream, they need to be fired. Okay, stop letting social media run her campaign. You saw Trump go on Aiden Ross, and you saw the attention that garnered. You saw the headlines that got. You saw social media start saying the vice president needs to go on Kai Cenat, and you ran to go make that happen. Not even stopping to think, is this organic? Does Kai Cenat even care about
Yo! So this is a first time reaction. I haven't seen this yet. Yeah! So it's a double whammy because that nigga blew the opportunity by saying all that dumb shit out of his mouth that could get clipped and sent. And now you got motherfuckers realizing, yo, they really just trying to like do whatever to like get in our good graces. They should be focusing on the genocide in Gaza. And like, why do they care about Kai Cenat's opinion? Because the thought in everyone's head is, why the fuck would Trump give a fuck about Aiden Ross's opinion? Or let alone XQC's. You legitimize the worst. Then when every kid wants to be the next famous streamer, they think that they're gonna have to say out loud one day, what is a fascist? Far-right authorization? Yo!
politics? You know why?
Does he even know anything about it? Have questions? He might be supportive of Trump. We don't know.
No, he's not supportive of Trump. Cut it out.
You don't know who he supports.
I know he don't support no Trump. You know why the Trump Aiden Ross scream worked? Because Aiden Ross had real interest in Donald Trump. And I do believe politicians should absolutely meet people where they are, but it still has to make sense. Let it be something organic. There's a lot of places the VP can go to get in front of a younger audience. There are influences, Kai age, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm all for meeting people where they are, but it also has to make sense.
But Kai Cenat has never even, I've never heard Kai Cenat mention politics one time. Not even talk about it at all.
No.
So we don't know what his interests are, what he cares about, what he likes. Not at all. We know he's the one. He's the big.
Okay, so I'm gonna direct this towards my chat, but you're free to respond in the YouTube comments. Haven't I said multiple times Haven't I said multiple times that when you prime your audience in one direction, if you are ever made to go in a different direction, that gets more scrutiny because you've never, ever, ever, ever primed your audience for that type of effect to respond a certain way. No, your audience doesn't think you're crashing out, and they're not going to sit there and clip you saying all these things about how much you hate Trump and how much he's ruined black people's lives because you primed your audience for it. But when you don't prime your audience for it, they're going to retweet it and say, yo, what the fuck is going on with Kai Cenat? He's crashing out, bro. He's talking about how bad Trump is. Does he even know anything about politics? It calls so many things into question. And all I said to you was, if you just took 5 minutes out of your day to slide it in there, if you knew how to plan and prep your streams to slide it in there, you wouldn't have these issues. And now look, Charlemagne the God is going to have this conversation, which is going to lead to others having this conversation. And you know what's going to happen? Some dumbass nigga is going to try to usurp the mantle and be like, I'm the smart black person, which we saw happen once already. And then that's going to backfire. And we don't have that much time. What do we got? 90 days? I think we got like 88 days till the election. The coverage is going to be off the walls for the next 5 months.
Biggest streamer, but besides that, he's never mentioned politics.
If the vice president was to run the Kai now, she would just look like she's copying Trump. Mm-hmm. You know who I want to see the vice president sit with? I want to see the vice president sit with the 85 South show. Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah. We've primed our audiences to know where to go for that information. Oh my God, everybody does it. This is not like a fucking industry secret. Half the shit I be telling people about how you're supposed to work with a large audience is just pay attention to what big people do.
I think that would be a great organic kickback. I believe Carlos, Chico, and DC would have a real honest conversation with her, and we would love that for the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, by the way. Kamala should tap in with somebody like that kid, what's his name? Harry Sisson? Harry Sisson, I think his name is. He's all in on the Harris Walls campaign. I love Kai, but sending the VP to Kai just because Trump went to Aiden Ross, that's corny.
I'll pull up here at the Breakfast Club.
No, send the VP in her silk press someplace that doesn't look like she's copying Trump. That's what should happen.
Who gonna have?
So, my thoughts, as I've already expressed them. The things that I tell y'all about how to run your audience, yes, can be applied to when you have an audience of 1 million people. I just feel that if we put people in this position to know these things ahead of time, you could call out the bad actors and grow your audience without fear of needing to think of, can I express this thought? I'm a Tekken player. What the fuck I give a fuck about the economics and the 0.1%? Nick Merckx never primed his audience for anything but hatred of gay people, hatred of trans people, hate of the LGBTQ plus community, and Call of Duty. Pay attention, everyone.